Alright, so I've talked numerous times how I got into long range shooting, and it all started with this bare bones Remington 783. I even did a little series not too long ago on how you could take a bare bones hunting rifle like this Remington 783 and shoot long range with it. And in that series I took this rifle out to 825 yards, shot a sub half MOA group at that distance, and that's great accuracy for any rifle, let alone a bare bones stock hunting rifle with none of the frills. I know people who have invested a significant amount more into their rifles for long range shooting and have trouble achieving that type of accuracy. And it all comes down to the fact that I've done this for a while. I've got a good hand load worked up for this, and I've got my fundamentals down well enough to be able to shoot this rifle accurately. And back when I first started getting into long range shooting, me and my friend Joey, who you guys have seen numerous times, he's been on this channel quite a few times, me and him kind of started shooting long range together. And back then we both were hand loading. We both had a rifle that we would shoot long range with. I was shooting this Remington 783, and he had it was basically a bare bones Remington 700 Sendero that was dropped into an XLR chassis. But it was a significantly nicer rifle than my Remington 783. It had a lot of the frills that allowed him to be able to shoot that rifle more accurately if he understood how to use those things. And we would go out and shoot long range, and he would get upset from time to time because more often than not I would outshoot him with my bare bones hunting rifle in comparison to a rifle that he had quite a bit more invested in. And it all came down to the fact that I have practiced a lot more. I live out here in the country where I had the ability to shoot in my own backyard. I got a 100-yard range where I could shoot 100-yard groups and practice getting better with my accuracy, and he didn't have that ability. On top of that, I was shooting a 308, he's shooting a 300 Win Mag. It's a much flatter shooting cartridge, but it has a lot more recoil, and because of that we didn't understand recoil management. Neither of us did. I'm shooting a cartridge with less recoil, even though it shot even though his rifle shot much flatter than mine. I still was able to outshoot him because I was able to control the recoil in this better, even though I didn't understand recoil management, in comparison to his rifle that was in a much harder recoiling cartridge. So we both shot those rifles for a long time, and those days are long gone. Nowadays we're pretty well neck and neck on accuracy. There's many times I go out and outshoot him still, and there's many times he outshoots me, so we don't really compete much anymore. But I was thinking about that just today, as a matter of fact, and that's kind of what prompted this video. I recently went to add something to my 7 SAUM rifle, and it made me think about the fact that I used to tell Joey when I would outshoot him back then, I would look at him and say, you can't buy accuracy, because his rig was a significant amount more in price than mine. And it got me thinking, I'm adding something to my rifle that I just paid for to achieve more accuracy, and it got me thinking, do I still believe that? Can you buy accuracy? And the short answer is absolutely. You can absolutely buy accuracy. So if you look at rifles like this, like my 6 Creedmoor here, or my 7 SAUM here, both of these rifles are much more accurate rifles. They're more accurate rifles in general. They're set up with aftermarket barrels. They've got aftermarket bolt heads, aftermarket chassis, aftermarket stocks, all these things to increase the accuracy of this rifle. But I can absolutely guarantee you, if you gave me my Remington 783 and you put me up against somebody who had no idea how to shoot a rifle accurately, and you had us shoot some sort of competition, I would absolutely outperform that person, because I understand how to shoot a rifle accurately, even with a bare bones hunting rifle like that. You give that person a rifle that is completely custom with all the bells and whistles, and you give me this Remington 783, and even though I am at a significant disadvantage due to the platform that I'm shooting, I'm still going to outshoot that person because they don't understand all the things that come along with fundamentals of marksmanship to shoot that rifle that they're shooting accurately. So that made me think when I added today, you guys may notice that I have just added this vertical grip to my 7 SAUM here. And when adding that today, it made me think of, you know, I'm buying accuracy. So accuracy absolutely can be bought. But if you don't understand how to shoot, how to use the things that you're buying to put on your rifle, if you don't understand how to use those things to their potential, you'll never be able to achieve that accuracy out of those things that you're buying. So if you look, this here, my 6 Creedmoor, this is a very low recoiling cartridge. It's got a 5H bipod, a very nice stable bipod on it. It's got a aftermarket cheek riser, PTG bolt head, Criterion barrel, HS Precision stock with the vertical grip, all these things that allow me to be more accurate with this rifle. Very low recoiling cartridge, very flat shooting. All these things add to the accuracy potential. But I'm only able to achieve the accuracy out of this rifle because I understand how to use each one of those things to its full potential to get the accuracy that I'm after. If you look at my 7 SAUM here, it's got even more bells and whistles. It's got a very nice butt hook. Now I built my own butt hook for this. It's got quite a few things that allow it to shoot more accurately. Typically you guys see this thing with the muzzle brake. The muzzle brake is not on here right now. It usually has a tactical scope on it, tactical style scope. I've got my Hilux top angle on here right now, which is my new F-class style scope, because this rifle right now is set up for F-class. You guys saw the video that I put out the other day shooting my first match with my 7 SAUM. So I'm continually building this rifle up to achieve more accuracy, and I'm actually not done with either of these rifles. I have more plans for my 6 Creed here, and more plans for the 7 SAUM. Like I said, I just added this. This is the oh shoot, who makes this? This is the Masterpiece Arms vertical grip. This thing is outstanding. There will be a full review on this Masterpiece Arms vertical grip. I've actually talked, I think I've mentioned before that I'd planned on putting a vertical grip on here, and this was my plans all along, was to put this particular grip on here, because I shot somebody's rifle with this grip on and I was extremely impressed with it, and now that I have one, I'm even more impressed with it. There's a lot of little things that this grip does that really add to your ability to be accurate if you understand how to use it. So expect a full review on that, but we'll leave that there. But it is a special piece of kit. So the vertical grip, how does that add to my accuracy? That vertical grip, I know how to use that. It has a completely vertical line, or it has a completely vertical axis, which allows me to pull that rifle back straight to my shoulder. It has the ability to allow me to it has a thumb rest, which allows me the ability to shoot thumb out, which can add to your accuracy if you understand how to shoot thumb out. And by being able to pull the rifle back straight to my shoulder, it allows me to manage the recoil and guide the recoil in the direction that I want it to go. So I understand recoil management, which is part of your fundamentals. So all those little things in this vertical grip allow me to be more accurate, but they're only allow me to be more accurate because I understand what it is and how to use it to that potential. So that's just what I wanted to talk about is can accuracy be bought? And it absolutely can. You can buy accuracy for your rifle, but you will never be able to achieve that accuracy from what you're buying unless you understand how to use that thing that you're buying to its potential. So I hope this was helpful. Just something that I was thinking about today, and I was like, you know, that'd make a good video. Remembering back when I would look at Joey and tell him you can't buy accuracy, and that's just not true. But you can't buy accuracy if you don't know how to use if you don't know how to use what you're buying. So I hope this was helpful. I see people all the time buying things that they don't know how to use, and it's somewhat disappointing that people are just looking to spend money to achieve accuracy when it's not always necessary. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope this was helpful. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.